Hello, everyone. I am back with episode 2. I apologize. I did not mean for this much time to go by before I put up another episode, but a lot of things happen and I'm finally just not getting around to it. But as promised, I said that the second episode would be about my business idea, so let's get into it. My business idea is called Shades of Service. It is a DBA that I got that will fall under 1023 Agency LLC. What is Shades of Service, you ask? Shades of Service is a business directory. I know, it is not some exciting state of the art business idea or some AI something. But that's what my idea is. And why a business directory? Well, before I get into that, I want to point out I was on Reddit one day and a guy posted, he had been working on a SaaS for like 3 years and he just wasn't motivated, it wasn't working out or whatever. And one of the comments, somebody was like, one thing that people who build a SaaS where they go wrong is they spend all this time building a thing without a problem in mind. And then once it's built, they have this oddly specific thing, and then they spend the rest of their time trying to find people with that same specific problem. He was like, what you actually should do is find a problem and build from the beginning with that problem in mind. Your SaaS is the solution to that problem. That way you already have a target market, you already had them in mind as you were building it, and you kind of take away some of the headache of finding your first customers. So for me, a problem that I'm always seeing, and one for myself as well. For example, I'm a homeowner, so I'm at that phase where I'm starting to do little renovations here and there. So what do I have to do? I have to go find electricians. I have to go find handymen, just whatever it is I'm looking for. At first I have to go find them, and then I have to figure out, who I want to go with, who's got the best reviews or whatever. I would love to have somewhere that I could one-stop shop, so to speak. I don't like to have to go 10 different places to find 10 different things. Like I want everything in one place, preferably, among all industries. And a lot of things, excuse me, I'm gonna go. I'm still doing one take, so I'm gonna keep that in the video, by the way. A lot of things I'm seeing, especially on Facebook, is there's increasing number of people asking for recommendations, like who's the best mechanic, who's the best dentist, who's the best therapist. Whatever it is, you're going to see 100 questions a day. And a lot of them are coming from those private Facebook groups. And what will happen is either people's recommendations won't even be relevant to what they ask. For example, just today I saw someone asking about who does like full car details, and someone shameless plugged their business card and it was about power washing a house, which wasn't even relevant. Or people get smart, like look at the other 10 posts, people ask the same thing. And then businesses will post like, hey, I do this. And then the moderators of the private group will say, if you want to promote your business, you have to get permission from us and pay $100, $60, some absurd amount just to advertise your business. And I was like, whenever I saw someone asking about the best mechanic, whatever industry it is, I would love to just be able to post a link of filtered search results and they can comb through and find what they want. So that's what Shades of Service is. It is a business directory. It solves the problem of course, there's a million directories. And one thing that I've discovered, a lot of these directories are oddly specific. They are for one industry, maybe even one demographic of one industry, which for people looking for just that is perfect. However, there are other people who just want the best of whoever industry, whatever demographic you are. And you would have to post yourself there as a business. You would have to also post yourself on this directory and that directory and that directory. So that means, what does the user have to do? They have to look for 5 different directories, 10 different directories to find all the options so they can then narrow it down. So the problem I want to solve is I want a place where all businesses, regardless of the industry, can advertise themselves. You'll have a profile, so to speak, on the directory. Of course, there'll be filters, and this is what's going to set it apart. Most directories that I've seen, you can only filter by industry and city, state, zip code, and that's usually it. You do have some directories like Psychology Today, for example. You can filter by like the demographic of the provider, but not all directories even have that option. I want what I call advanced filtering. I want you to filter by the race of the owner if you care about that. I want you to be able to filter by, are they kid friendly? Are they neurodivergent friendly? Anything that people are oddly specific about, I want you to be able to search for. Is it veteran owned? Is it women owned? Mind you, there will be people who don't care about those things, but there are people who absolutely care about those things and only want to support those type of businesses. And I realize that. And for me, in my opinion, I don't want to limit myself to a small subset of companies for a small subset of consumers. I want to be like a buffet. So I want to offer all the businesses and all the users. If you are looking for something specific, you go directly and filter for that specific thing. If you don't care about that, then you can choose from everything. So that's like kind of the philosophy with that. And another thing that I want is most businesses, most directories, they only provide a benefit really if there's more people. Well, the more businesses that are actually on the website and then the more users. I wanted to find a way to provide value right off the bat because I figure it'll be a slow process before word of mouth comes around. Hey, Shades of Service is a thing. Businesses can get on there, users can get on there. So your profile for a business will also double as a digital business card. I don't know about you, but I am not a fan of receiving a business card. It probably won't even make it home. I'm probably going to lose it before I get home. And how many people have you come across where they wanted to give you a business card, but they realized they forgot it at home? They forgot it in their car. I feel like business cards are kind of becoming a thing of the past. However, more and more people are using their phone for literally everything. So what I want is if you happen to be out at the mall or wherever you are and you find a potential customer, all you have to do is show the QR code that links directly to your listing on Shades of Service, and they have access to all your contact info. And an added bonus, at the very bottom, there'll be a add to contacts button that will share your V-card information. Now, what's V-card information, you ask? Well, V-card information is your name, email, phone number, address, website, any information that you want that is your contact information. For example, when you go to add a contact in your phone, you can fill out all those things. So in a QR code, one thing that you can do is you can, I don't want to say inject, but basically when you scan a QR code, of course, you've seen them that just take you to a website, but you can also have it download V-card information, and all you have to do is hit save, and you now have all that person's info without you having to type anything. So that's the second part. The third part is I'm also seeing an uptick in business owners asking if anyone will do a service for service. So AKA bartering. Instead of paying money to do a service, I'll do your hair, for example, if you'll clean my gutters. At first I was like, nobody would really want to do that, but oh, was I wrong? So many people comment. Like, you don't see those comments often, but when you do, there'll be like 100 comments under like, yes, I'll do this, I'll do that. So I blame the economy. Times are hard. People are trying to hold on to their money as much as they can, but they are willing to do a service for it. So I want that to be another bonus for businesses who are listed. You have access to those who are willing to barter as well. I have to figure out how to work that into it, but that will be an option. So for me, I wanted to take the advice basically of like that comment that I saw on Reddit. So have a problem in mind and build with the intention of solving that problem. So like I'm thinking of this as a consumer, basically like as if I'm the consumer. Along the way, I kind of want to do like maybe a poll or something. I'll try on Facebook like, hey, if you were to be a user of a business directory website or be a business listed on it, what kind of like features would you want or what have you? But yeah, that's my idea. The second part for this video is, for those that care, the tech stack. So I will be using Next.js, Sanity, which is a headless content management system. I'll use that for like the landing page and any kind of text that I just want to be able to edit easily. Supabase for the back end. So a user's profile, a business profile, all that content will be in a table in Supabase. TypeScript, of course, Tailwind for styling, Zod for form validation. What else? React testing library, Vitest, and Cypress for testing. I think I'm forgetting something else. Oh, one more thing. Users will be able to upload at least a logo image, and I haven't decided on how many images. And so I don't want to save the image directly in Supabase. I want to just save like the URL of it, and I want to try upload thing. See how that works. I'm trying to think. I think that's it for now. So this project will be kind of like a learning curve for me a little bit. So I have, I don't know how many YouTube videos I've saved for later for things I want to learn, or courses I've started but haven't finished. So what I'm going to do is, my problem was I would always, I can't do anything until I finish this course or finish this video. And then with that mentality, I feel like I never really got anything done. So I'm just going to start building. And if I come across a feature that I want to build and it's going to use something I haven't necessarily got to learn that much about, I'm going to pause, learn what I need to learn, go back, execute it, then go to the next feature, rinse and repeat. So by the time I finish Shades of Service, I should have crossed all the boxes of my what I want to learn to-do list. And for that reason, I'm not really giving myself, I'm going to be done by spring 2025. I'm not going to put a date on it because I believe when you put a date on something, it pretty much ruins all the fun. So this will just be my 2025 endeavor, so to speak. So I'll make an effort to finish as fast as possible, but at the same time, I do not have an ending date. I would love to finish it at some point in 2025, which I'm pretty sure I should. But what I want is a quality product. This was actually 3 separate ideas that I decided to combine into one because I know a lot of people, you'll see them, pick one idea and just build, try to pump out 20 SaaS ideas in a year. That's cool and all. However, I want to take the opposite approach. I want a really, really, really good product. I feel like that'll have the best chance. It's not too crazy. It's a pretty reasonable idea, and it's definitely needed, especially in my area. There are so many businesses popping up by the day, and I just don't know that they exist. So I would love to literally be able to search by an industry and just see all the choices of places that I would never even have known to look up by their name because I didn't know they exist. But yeah, so I'm hoping that it won't take me too long, but we'll see. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but yeah, so that's my business idea. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a good idea. Obviously, I'm probably going to continue building it regardless, but interested to see what you think. Is something like this needed in your area? If you were able to find all the businesses in one place, would you like that? And if you were a business, would you want to list yourself in something like that? The next video, I feel like this will be the last front-facing video. I believe after this will just be demos of the progress that I've made so far. I feel like these kind of videos, I'd spend way too much time thinking of what to say when I could just show you and I'll get done in 10 minutes. But yeah, so next episode will be a demo of what I have so far, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for episode 3.